but I serve with some real scumbags.
Matt Gaetz is a bully. Chip Roy's a bully. Bob Good's a bully.
You're getting criticized on the left, on the right, in the media, everybody.
These people used to walk around with white hoods at night. Now they're walking around with white hoods in the daytime.
Republican infighting is my favorite sport, and we have an extra spicy one to look at today as Republican Congressman Tony Gonzalez just absolutely lit up Matt Gaetz in a brutal and hilarious segment on CNN, something we of course have to highlight because when we critique MAGA, the first thing you hear is, oh, you're just on the left, it's just because you're Democrats. Okay. Well, let's hear what an elected Republican has to say about the MAGA contingent. Quick break from the video. I am very excited to announce for anyone who enjoys the content and would love to help the channel, we have memberships available for as low as $3 a month. I mean, the only way we become a society is together, right? For just $3 a month, you can tremendously aid us in growing and putting out increasingly more engaging content. If you would like to find out more about that, including the exclusive perks that memberships get, including members only posts, getting videos early, I will leave a link to that in the description. Thank you very much for all the support, and back to the video.
I served 20 years in the military. It's my absolute honor to be in Congress, but I serve with some real scumbags. Look, Matt Gaetz, he paid minors to have sex with him at drug parties. Bob Good endorsed my opponent, a known neo-Nazi. These people used to walk around with white hoods at night. Now they're walking around with white hoods in the daytime.
I mean, what else is there to say? From the president who's been found liable for sexual assault, to Matt Gaetz and his sexcapades with minors, to the racism that runs rampant through the party. This is who the right is voting to represent them time and time again. That small group of MAGA voters are the closeted bigots who came out in 2016 when they saw a chance for them to finally take power and get out of the minority or the silent majority, whatever they want to call it. And now they're fighting like hell for one last opportunity because they didn't think that time was going to end so fast. But this clip isn't all. We also have Republican Derek Van Orden and his thoughts on MAGA, as well as a brief retort from the man himself, Matt Gaetz.
Actually, I said kick rocks, Tubby. Yeah. So the reason being, Matt Gaetz is a bully. Chip Roy's a bully. Bob Good's a bully. And the only way to stop a bully is to push back hard. The majority of the majority, the vast majority of the majority is sick and tired of these high school antics.
The only thing I gleaned from it is that Mr. Van Orten is not a particularly intelligent individual.
He, of course, had nothing to say as to his defense of paying minors for rather heinous acts. And what I collect from watching these clips are none of them are particularly intelligent individuals, in MAGA that is, and the people voting for them either aren't so much either, are so blinded by tribalism, or as I mentioned, are outright so bigoted that it just brings me back to the need of ensuring that we all vote to get these insufferable gremlins out of office so politics can get back to what they're supposed to be. And on the topic of gremlins, here's Fox News even calling out Marjorie Greene to her face about the chaos she is attempting to stir up over ousting the speaker for doing his job.
Well, look, you just heard the speaker with me last week saying she doesn't, she's missing the fact that we already passed H.R. 2. But I think, some of the criticism is because and by the way, you're getting criticized on the left, on the right, in the media, everybody, a lot of people are criticizing you. And the reason that they are is because they're saying that you're creating drama during this election year. How is this leading to re-electing President Trump? How is this leading to the American people believing that the Republicans can govern? People are saying, look, she's creating chaos. She's making the entire party look like it's disrupted. Your reaction and response to those criticisms?
Yeah, those that are calling this drama are the very people that are responsible for the drama that the American people are having to live through every single day.
Now, obviously, Maria isn't going to give her any real pushback about the way she responds, but I at least applaud her about bringing up the very logical points being made by other Republicans, at least, about what a waste of time and complete nonsense that this whole thing is. Even from a Republican perspective, it shouldn't make sense. They passed H.R. 2 in the House, which is Remain in Mexico. And Marjorie's whole thing is yelling about the border and spreading misinformation. He can't make the Senate pass their trash legislation, though. They successfully got the votes to impeach Mayorkas for no reason, like Marjorie wanted. even though it did take 2 tries, and it instantly died in the Senate. But Marjorie really wanted it, and that was a thing. It boils down ultimately to him passing aid for Ukraine and Marjorie not liking the implications that means for Russia, because they're getting their asses kicked by Ukraine from the funds and weapons we've been sending to them. But it is great to see that this divide within the party growing even more so as MAGA is finally imploding within themselves and bringing down Republicanism as a whole with them. Let's hope that this trend continues throughout this election and that we landslide them again, and that we never have to deal with these types of people in a serious manner in politics after 2024.